Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks. Oh, man, I'm going to have to get binoculars to get back too much further. Thanks for clicking on the dreaded D. Rose report. All right. WWE.com announced Friday, sad to hear this, that Betty Wagner, the first wife of WWE Hall of Famer Gorgeous George, died on that day at the age of 98 years old, Gerhardt, Oregon. If you've seen the Hall of Fame this year, she accepted the award for Gorgeous George at the 2010 Hall of Fame. Betty was the first wife of George, and she passed away June 3rd this year. Yesterday. WWE diva Mellina, she tweeted the following on Saturday regarding her boyfriend John Morrison's condition after his neck surgery. She said, "John's doing great." Now, did you hear that? He's doing great. All right, then all at once, it's going to be a while before he can wrestle again. Strength in his arm is the same since the day of surgery. Don't sound too good. But anyway, he went back to the doctor this week. He's on his way to recovery. We just have to be patient. I'm happy he's not in pain, and he is getting better. Morrison had surgery early in May to alleviate pain caused by a pinched nerve in his neck. Recovery time is slated 4 to 6 weeks. So he ought to be back in about a month or so. On Twitter account Stone Cold, Steve Austin commented about the possibility of a second season of Tough Enough. He wrote on there, "I have many questions regarding season 2 of Tough Enough. No word yet. Very interesting," he says. And I hope like hell they can get him back on there, because he's doing a great job, I think. WWE Hall of Famer also slated Monday during an interview after Buzz TV that he does not know whether there's even going to be a second season of Tough Enough, which I done heard a month or so ago that it's up. And they've been doing decent numbers. All right, WWE.com added newcomer Jinder Mahal and Johnny Curtis to the SmackDown roster. Mahal beat Yoshitatsu on SmackDown, in a SmackDown match debuted on that night with a full Nelson suplex slam. Then he instructed the great Khali to manhandle Tatsu and give him the old Khali vice grip and squeezed his head like a big old tomato. Curtis appeared in a spectacular backstage segment on SmackDown after being declared the winner of WWE and NXT. Well, it ain't no spectacular, it's just kind of particular, odd thing. Anyway, Curtis was promised a WWE tag team match with his pro R-Truth. He said, but that's not going to happen, Curtis chuckled, and that's the truth. He also proceeded to, what other superstars would say, cry over spilt milk. Velvet Sky, by the way, featured in Impact Wrestling's latest Why Wrestling Matters video. TNA Knockout discussed what drives her passion and dedication for professional wrestling. And I knew very young, and you hear this all the time, I knew very young, and I wanted to do something out of my the norm with my life, and she said, I knew this was it. I wanted to work, so I worked hard. So hard like no one ever knows, and all that. Former X Division champion Suicide, he was removed from the official TNA's wrestling website roster page. Odd that they removed him, because everybody that played Suicide is already on the roster anyway, so they might as well go ahead. The character was first dismissed last October, but returned in January 31st Explosion taping with Christopher Daniels once again donning the mask. Suicide appeared in May 16th Explosion, losing to the Pope D'Angelo in the opening match of the Explosion Championship Tournament. WWE Hall of Famer Harley Race, he's available for bookings and appearances by email. Get a hold of him, come by, and I don't know, give a speech. Sheamus is going to be appearing at the Faulkner Mazda in Harrisburg, PA, June 20th at 6 p.m. Boy, they just beat poor old Sheamus down. I don't know. He's made somebody mad. Anyway, Tampa Bay Rays baseball team has posted a video of John Cena hyping up the fans for the upcoming game against the Boston Red Sox on June 14th. You can see it on the Facebook page of Rays. WWE Layla completed her first week of rehab after surgery for a torn ACL and MCL on her knee. Former WWE Candice Michelle Tori Wilson and Lillian Garcia attended the 2011 MTV Movie Awards style lounge. I don't know, party. I guess earlier in the week. Maybe that's an after-show party. I'm not sure. All right. I was going to tell you. Now, you know, China, they're making a big deal out of China making another movie, but adult movie I'm talking about. Anyway, Backdoor to China. Backdoor in China. I don't know, to China. Whatever it's called. But to let you know, this is actually her third movie. I'll show you the DVDs. I thought I had them here, but I guess must somehow sold them. But it's One Night in China, and there was another night in China, which actually I watched it. Believe it or not, I mean, don't tell nobody. But I watched it, and it was a handheld camera. It wasn't one camera set on a tripod where it's home movies and all this. This was professionally done, but they're trying to sweep that under the carpet that this is her only actually adult-made movie. Whoa. WWE's upcoming Rey Mysterio Life of a Masked Man DVD, courtesy of WWE Video News. The 3 DVD discs set is currently scheduled to be released in North America June 12th in DVD format only. No Blu-ray. DVD reportedly features 2 ECW matches, 6 WCW matches, and 12 WWE matches from Rey's career. I was just wondering if they happen to have the WCW matches where Rey didn't have his mask on. On the cover of the DVD, he's kind of got his mask like he's pulling it down. You can see his, part of his face right there. Well, let's just read what's on there. It says, for the first time, Rey Mysterio sits down and reviews his historic career, reflecting on greatest matches and moments. This all-time interview features exclusive and candid comments from the ultimate underdog on his sports entertainment path through ECW, WCW, WWE. His rivalries with Eddie Guerrero, Chris Jericho, CM Punk, his thoughts on battling men almost twice his size, and his emotional cruiserweight, intercontinental, and world heavyweight championship runs. Might be a good DVD, hopefully. Here's a little bit of info that you may want to know. How much does WWE make at a show somewhere? May 27th Raw live event, Winnipeg, Canada. Did drew 7,300 people, $300,000 gate. Next day they did a Raw in Sioux City, Iowa, 5,000 fans, 140,000. Same day they had a SmackDown live event in Madison, Wisconsin, drew 3,900 for $105,000. 29th Raw live event, Sioux Falls, 4,250 people, $140,000. May 29th SmackDown live event, La Crosse, Wisconsin, drew 2,500 fans for $61,000. May 30th SmackDown live event, Cedar Falls, Iowa, drew 2,400 fans for about $70,000 gate. WWE website interviews the Hall of Famer Roddy Piper about his voice work in the new Green Lantern. Embryo Knights animated series that comes out June 7th. Piper was asked if he was one of the most animated personalities has helped him in moving over to voice acting, and he said, yeah. The Miz will join celebrities at a PGA golf tournament June 27th at the Traveler Celebrity Pro-Am in Connecticut. TCP, but TPC River Highlands, whatever that, Cromwell, Connecticut. The event benefits local Connecticut charities and is open to the public. Noted earlier, a strange incident happened with Mark Henry. I think I told you about him coming out to the ring, and I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and nobody ever came out to wrestle him. He stood there and finally... Anyway, word going around WWE is the whole thing was a big rib on Mark Henry to see how long he was going to stay in the ring before getting mad and storming off. That's funny. Which he did. Henry was actually told that he would be wrestling in a dark match even against Sin Cara. He and Cara actually called spots before their match earlier in the evening. Henry was sent out to the ring and do a promo to set Cara's entrance up. Anyway, the mic was cut out. So Henry finally stormed to the back and demanded to know what was going on. And Vince McMahon's theme song was the last one played during the rib, which fittingly, because the whole thing was Vince's personal joke on Henry. Thank you guys for clicking. I gotta go.